I kinda got it. Welcome everyone to another Ghosts of Tabor video. I know it's been a little bit since I posted a video, but life's been a little bit busy. But for this video, I'm gonna try to go through things I've learned and some things that help maybe improve your gameplay and whatnot in Ghosts of Tabor. Because the game is still in development and stuff, I'm not gonna go probably too in depth with some things just because it's very likely that a lot of things are going to change, like the traders. I know they're going to be completely reworking, I believe, how traders work. And also, in about a month, I know sometime in February, we're supposed to have the wipe update, which is also when the game's supposed to fully release. So a lot of things are probably going to change when that happens. Oh, and if you don't know what a wipe is, if you've never played a game like Tarkov and you're really new to this game, yeah, so wipes, when a wipe happens, everything you have will be, everything will be gone. All the stuff you collected will be wiped. You won't have any of this. You will be reset back to zero. You will be wiped back to the beginning. If you didn't know what a wipe was, now you know. If you're just now starting to play this game, and wipes in about a month, I wouldn't focus too much on, trying to level up your traders or level up your character. I would just try to... if I was you, I would go in and focus on just improving your skills at playing the game. Improve learning how the maps are, how to work everything, and everything like that. So when wipe happens, you will be ready to go in. So, with all that said, for our first raid, we're going to go in, we're going to do a missile silo, because I feel like a missile silo is a good map to actually start on. There's not a lot of players. So we're going to go on missile silo first, and I'll just talk as I go playing to try to give you a little bit of insight on how I play and maybe help you out along the way. I will be going in, so I'm going to be playing like I'm, just starting really fresh. You don't have a lot, you're just trying to go in with what you have. I always suggest bring in a backpack, because that's one of my probably biggest tip in this game, is to grab everything that you can. When you go into a raid and you open lockers, open things up, grab stuff, whatever it is, it's all worth money, and also XP for your character or whatever you loot. Other thing, go to your rations. You have rations. Some of you might know, if you go to your kiosk here, you have your receive items, you have your favorites that you favorite when you go to the market, but you have rations. You have a 6-hour ration, a daily ration that resets every day, and then a weekly ration, which obviously every week. The 6-hour rations is usually either a Ruger or a Makarov, one mag for it, and then a nerd. That I suggest you grab every time you can, because especially early game, many of you may already know, nerds are extremely, extremely valuable early game, because they are not as easy to obtain as they used to be, and you gotta craft them, and but you can't craft it until you unlock the nursery, which I can't remember what the nursery is unlocked, but you need to unlock the nursery, and then you gotta grow them, which takes some time and energy. So you definitely want to get your free nerd every 6 hours, because nerds are going to be useful. You can either save it if you want, or take it into raid with you to help increase your survivability, of course. And we're going to grab our Ruger here. Cat food for, food's sakes. I personally just never use cat food, because again, eating cat food drains your food twice as much, or no. Cat food drains your water twice as much than it gives you food. So say it gives you one food. Say each bar, is a thing. It gives you one food, but makes you lose 2 water. And your food and water drain at the same speed, and you die whichever one hits 0. So I really feel like unless, you have plenty of water and are really low on food, then eat cat food, but I don't mess with the cat food. Food's pretty common when you're in raid, so if you really need food, there's plenty of other foods you will more likely find in raid to use. Not gonna really worry too much about missions and stuff right now. Pick what you want. Obviously, do like missions. If you're still learning the game, I wouldn't really pick missions that require you to do something in a certain amount of raids or in a certain amount of lives. Do things that you can at least know you will be able to complete after a certain amount of time without any restrictions. So we are going to head into Missile Silo, and we will see where we spawn. Alright, here we are in Missile Silo. We got the office spawn. Now, you always want to start to learn the different spawns and know where players are going to spawn, so you know where to look for, what to worry about. So already, we got very lucky in office spawns. These are 2 of the streamer items. that are in the game, and 2 of them spawn in here. The cheese spawns there, the viper sauce spawns there. These are worth 20,000 if you sell them to Minty, a little bit less if you sell it to other factions. But yeah, so office spawn is a nice spawn in terms of loot. You got only one spot to watch out for people, which is that door over there. But you got this whole room of stuff to loot. Now, the one bad thing about office is there's only one way in and one way out. And a lot of people... See, and I already hear footsteps. There's somebody on our left right now, because right on our left, on the other side of this wall, is that room that those bots and that squeaky door from stair leads into. So I already hear footsteps, someone running around. You always want to listen for sound cues. You want to know what to listen for. Footsteps, gunshots. It already sounds like stuff's going down, so we know people are being aggressive right now. Luckily, we found an M4. We're going to take the M4 over that because, yeah. Every weapon, when you find a weapon in a box anywhere, you want to make sure you cock the weapon right away because they never come cocked. And if the weapon is a fully automatic weapon, it always comes on full auto. Check these medical cabinets. Okay, nothing there. You always want to check those medical cabinets. It's unlikely. Okay, that might not been a player. That could just been a bot running around over there. Bots don't usually run over there unless they're aggro. That's another thing. If you see a bot that looks like he's been aggroed, that means a player most likely has been through the area. You always want to look down this hallway because I've died a few times, and you've probably seen some of my videos catching people coming down this hallway. If you spawn in here, you want to be really wary of people rushing this spawn. But also, if no one's coming down, you need to be a little bit careful. You need to be a little bit careful exiting because people will just camp out there and wait for whoever spawned in here to come out. So it is pretty risky spawning in this spawn. You could either try and stay in here and loot everything before you leave, or if you spawn in here, you can choose to just immediately try to get out of here so you don't get boxed in before everyone on the map converges in this area. But we're going to check these filing cabinets. These have chances of good things. Nothing out of there. Did see we got a suppressor out of there, for a pistol suppressor. Did I see movement down there? I think I'm crazy. Pistol suppressor doesn't go in the 22, so I can't use it on there. I say grab everything you can. That's some food if we need some food, junk, all of this. All worth money. Take everything. It's a little bit hard to do with this backpack, but do everything again. That was an extra 22 mag. I'm always wary. Ammo boxes. I always suggest grabbing ammo too, especially armor piercing. That's kind of all I pick. If you open up an ammo box and there's some armor piercing in there, try to take it. It does take up a lot of room, so choice is up to you if you want to take it. So it's died down. There was a lot of gunshots. Now I haven't heard anything in a while. We found a nice site for our M4. So let's move out of here and see. You do not want to run around. You always want to slowly come around corners in case somebody is waiting there, because people love to do that. It is very quiet. So I know there's a spawn right on the other side of there. Okay, I just heard a gunshot. It sounded like a bolt action, which is interesting. Coming down this way, this is a very high traffic area, so you really want to be wary. Okay, shots on my left. That could be down. Use this as cover to move up. Sounds like it's going to be... That must be below us, because that came from the left. Be a little bit careful. Someone has been in here. Always want to look out. Anybody, this corner, people like to sit in this corner. The signs of people is like open boxes. I think they're below us. Now, if you don't want to go towards gunfire because you just want to get in and loot stuff, I do suggest not just going after anywhere you hear gunfire. So someone has been in here. You want to just take it nice and slow. Running around will just get you killed by somebody you either don't see or you're not prepared for. And watching that door, especially when it's open, you want to be careful of that. Do want to take this bandage because we didn't come in with a bandage. That's something you want to make sure that you do. You can buy them, so if you want to at least make sure you come in with a bandage with you, you can buy them. They are very cheap. But they also are pretty common in those boxes, so if you just want to wait till you find one to save as much money as possible. So we had a bot with a MAT 49. We got lucky finding this M4. M4 is a very good weapon. So learning these spawns. So there was definitely gunfire below us. They were most likely fighting bots. It was probably on the level right below us, which is the railway. These stairs can be kind of scary with how loud it makes your footsteps. So we're going to go up to showers. Showers is another spawn that seems like this spawn seems to be a pretty uncommon spawn. Not many people spawn up here. But it is a good spawn, especially if you spawn up here. This table and this table, which don't currently have anything on them, can spawn items. And a lot of times can spawn weapons. So if you really need a weapon, both those tables and this box right here on this corner can spawn a weapon. I don't think anyone's been up here. There's just nothing spawned there. There's still someone running around. I heard more gunshots. You really want to be careful. Silo, so you got 6 spawns in Silo. You plus 5 other people. Nobody else will load into a match after. So if you can keep track of everyone that's died, you'll know. Especially if you manage to find every player death and you know that all 5 other players have died, well then now you're good. You don't have to worry about any other players. I like to jump over these rails to get down these a little bit faster and not make as much noise. Okay, so right here, look down this way. Okay, bot. Whenever I find bots and I don't need to kill them fast, I do like using my handgun if I have one to take them out instead of, when I don't have a lot of primary ammo. I like to save that. I like to save my primary ammo and just take out bots with my handgun. Go for the headshot. It helps with your aim. And, getting headshots just gets you more XP as well. Electronic wallet. These barrels right here. Electronic wallets likes to spawn right here. So if you come to Silo finding one of these, I'm sure anyone who's seen my video knows that these can be extremely valuable. And they're small enough that you can pretty much always fit in your bag. You do need to worry about this room because this extract is like the most common extract on this map. People love to sit here and wait and kill whoever tries to extract. Because people can hide back in here, people have hid back there. You can even get behind there. I've gone back behind there before. You can crouch and go this whole way, hide in this little spot right here. You could look down here for people. Yeah, this room is really kind of scary with how many hiding places there are for people. So be wary coming to this room because people will wait for you. And then that is a armor box, as you can see, one of three armor boxes on this map. The other being in Skylight, and then the third one being in the purple room, so you're not going to get access to that most of the time. So if you are going in and just need to get armor, or Skylight, which we haven't checked yet. So it's been about, tap the watch to see. So this is a 30-minute raid, so it's already been over 10 minutes. We haven't heard much in a bit now. So there's a good chance that everyone might be gone. Oh, there's a nerd. That's extremely valuable. Finding nerds in there. You want to really learn where all of these med cabinets are because checking them is nice. This is another spawn. There's another player spawn here. That's one of the biggest things when you first spawn on a match, knowing where all the spawns are and knowing where to look out for first is... Now, did I just hear gunshots? Oh. See, right there, the bot was right in my face, so I just had to use my M4. You really need to be careful when you shoot, because obviously, if someone's still around, they're gonna hear you. You can easily get to every level on this map through here. So it is pretty risky early on, but I'm pretty confident no one else is in here, but if you're not 100% sure, you still need to be careful. We're going to swap out our 22 for this Tokarov. It's going to be a lot better than the 22. Oh, and then because I have an extra pistol ammo pouch, I can put another one in there if I need it. So if I bet you've seen me do this a lot. You also want to chamber check. As you can see, there is a bullet in there. Whenever you pick up a gun either from a dead player or even a dead Phoenix. Whenever you pick up a gun from either a dead player or a dead Phoenix, you definitely want to pull back the slide or charging handle on whatever the weapon is, and you can see if there's a bullet already loaded. As you can see, there's one moving right there, so there's already one loaded in there, so you know, okay, it's ready to fire. You don't have to pull it back all the way to load a new shot, because then you're just wasting one round that could be, you know, extremely valuable depending on what the weapon is. And if you don't know, you can shake the magazine. You pull out the magazine and you shake your hand just a little bit, and you'll get 1 to 3, or possibly 0 if it's completely empty, but 1 to 3 vibrations depending on how much ammo is in the mag. I believe it's like 3 shakes is 66% or more left, and it's 33, between 33 and 66% if there's 2 shakes, and it's below 33% if there's 1 shake. I think that's how it is. Don't quote me on that, I'm not 100% sure on that right now. Okay, these are signs, so we definitely have a player death here. We just got a helmet floating there. Pretty much if you find like a backpack or a helmet, like something floating there, you know that a player has died there because it's floating, and that's just how stuff like that happens. So, and if you can confirm, you know, a player death, that's good, because then you know how many possible people are left in the match. It is kind of difficult going off of bodies because player bodies despawn very, very quickly, so you can't really go off of that. 2 boxes in this room. This is one of Kurtek's spawn locations. Nothing in there. Yeah, the boss Kurtek. This is one of 2 possible spawn locations on the map Silo. So if you ever are coming down the Silo, be careful poking into this room, because Kurtek and his goons are no joke. We got a extract down there. We're gonna go. I'm pretty confident now that nobody is left. If you are just wanting to go into a map and loot, and you're not like trying to get the best things ever, you just want to get out with stuff and make progress, it isn't a bad idea to just kind of play very slow and kind of just stay away from everyone and wait for the whole lobby to either kill each other or extract, and then you can hear footsteps. That's definitely a bot because a bot is here. Yeah, knowing where the bot spawns also lets you eliminate, you know, if you hear footsteps, is that a bot? Is that a player? I knew there's a bot that spawned. Did I just see moving down there? That's probably another bot. I know there's another bot that spawns down there. Yeah, it's a bot. So we're gonna swap over to Semi here for the long range. Where are you? There you are. Got him. So that's another thing. For your more common weapons when you're lower levels, like your M4s and stuff like that, you really want to learn your selector switches. You want to know what it's pointing at, so you know, okay, because you don't want to have to shoot to figure out if you're on semi-safe or full auto, because 1, you're wasting ammo, and 2, you're giving away your position to anybody in the area. So going in and just like in your bunker and testing it, figuring out which is which is going to be very, very important. Because when you are close, because people can actually hear a lot of noises that you may not think. Anytime you charge a weapon, even if you're just chamber checking like that, and you hear that noise, players can hear that. Taking in and replacing mags, people can hear if they're close enough. Even switching your firing selector switch, people can hear that. So it is, you definitely want to not always be fiddling with that if you can help it. So we got, this is another player spawn in here. Looks like someone might have died there or something. There's a MAC-10. There was a lot of gunfire right from the beginning, so we're going to go ahead and eat some of our food and water. We found some water. I always suggest if you find any water in Raid, even if you can't take it with you, just drink the bottle that you found. It doesn't hurt keeping topped off. And when if you do need to eat and drink at the same time, eat first, because eating will drain your water. So, you want to make sure you eat first to lose the water, and then gain your water back up by drinking. You do not want to drink first and then eat. I mean, it doesn't matter too much, but like if you're very low on both, you want to eat first, because then if you have 0 water, you may start taking damage. but you can keep eating without losing any more water, and then you can gain your water back to whatever water source you have. I think there's only like two sources of food that gives you both food and water, and that's like peaches and what's the other thing? Fruit cocktail or something like that. Oh, we got a L85, not the best weapon, but again, it doesn't hurt. It's just that you can't really use you can use the iron sights, but you can't use the sight mark there. Whenever I find something like this, and I already have something better like an M4, just keep the mag. It doesn't help having more ammo. We'll check this, nothing in there. Might keep this to sell. We got a SKS here. Okay. Well, there's not much. Doesn't look like anyone. See, this is what I'm talking about. Even though it seems like everyone has either killed themselves or extracted already, people don't loot everything. So if you really just want to get everything you can, it doesn't hurt to kind of just wait for everyone to go. We're going to try to fit this grenade in there. See, if you just shove it in there, it will go. Some more water. We'll drink that up. Get our water up. Yep, there we go. Nothing in there. And this is our other armor chest. Anything? Okay, it's empty, but doesn't hurt to check. You can extract with more armor than you came in with. That's always a plus. No, like an empty water. That's an MP7 mag. Okay. Some other stuff. Learning what the mags are is nice too. We got this. That's easy to fit in there. We can just put that in there. An AK rail. AK rails aren't expensive, but it isn't bad to... They are kind of difficult to fit in a bag, though. We won't worry about it. But AK rails fit on more weapons than you think. They don't just fit on AKMs and AK-74s and stuff. They fit in Bisons. They fit the Dragunov. They fit the Sega shotgun. So it is a useful thing to have. Okay, so I think we are definitely done with this raid. We got, I believe, everything we could possibly want out of this one. We'll check this box. Checking these little boxes, you never know. You might find a key card in there. Okay, just some food. Some food we'll keep. Maybe take into the next raid. Put that in there. And we will go. Again, you want to try to come out with the most that you can when you're just starting out. It doesn't hurt saving up on more weapons. The more you come out with, the more XP you get at the end to level up your player more. So you have two hands. Try to come out with, weapons, armor, whatever won't fit in your bag. And just, extract with it. So we're going to take this extraction. Not a bad raid. Didn't run into any players, but that's fine. We're just trying to survive and get out. You can see all the bots that we've killed. Headshot, torso, head. You want to try and get those headshots because a headshot gives you an extra, see? Extra 360 XP. You actually get more XP for getting the headshot than you do for killing the Phoenix. You get 60 more XP. So, if you're really trying to get that XP up, make sure you try to go for those headshots. And you can see all the XP we got from looting. 6,000 in looting alone, surviving. See, if you get into a fight with a player and you're not confident in winning that fight, just try to get away if you can. Don't risk dying. It's not worth it most of the time. And then a little bit of XP for eating and drinking, but it's not much. So, there we are. We're gonna just sell these. Again, you can either sell or, keep whatever you find. I'm just selling them because I don't need to keep these right now. But, trying to keep everything you have, you find is not a bad thing to do at the beginning. Let's see what this electronic wallet has came to. And, it's an okay electronic wallet. Again, if you want just the pure most amount of money, most of the junk items sell most to Merrick. So if you just want to get your money up as much as possible, you sell to whoever sells higher. Or if you actually want to level up, make progress to leveling up a trader that has important stuff like Spectre for guns, Minty for armor and stuff, and Jiri for food, water, healing, stuff like that, even ammo stuff. But again, come probably around wipe time in about a month, I'm pretty sure they're completely reamping the way traders work, so a lot of this information probably is going to be out of date then. That's why come that time, in about a month, I'm probably going to redo a video, go a little bit more in depth with those type of details for tips. But that's that. So electronic wallet, we're just going to sell the Minty because I'm trying to level up Minty. And then everything else, we're just going to sell. Use one of our nerds to heal up. Obviously, you probably don't want to do that if you don't have a lot. Hopefully, they will make some way to like regen your health faster while in bunker, because having to wait for that to get up if you left a raid hurt. You know, you don't really want to waste your nerds on that. So we're just gonna sell all this, but this is what I'm talking about. See all this money you make from just looting everything. You make the money, you make the XP. I see so many things that people do. Even when they come in with bags, they just skip over everything. You have a bag, fill it up with stuff. It's going to be nice. You got to loot everything you can. You'll be surprised with how much stuff is worth. Like the PC fan, pretty common, just junk item. That pretty much pays for like two of these backpacks. If you're afraid about like spending any money, you should definitely come in with at least a sling backpack early game. There's never a reason not to go into a raid without a backpack. Alright, we're gonna try one more raid on Missile Silo. We're gonna see if we can get maybe a little more action with players. We're gonna go with the AK-74. We are loaded, making sure. And for almost all AK style weapons, your switch is on the right there. The top is safe, the middle is full auto, and the bottom is semi-auto, so you want to make sure you know what's what. And so let's go in the Missile Silo and see if we can't maybe actually get a player kill this video. Those are their survival. Okay, so we got the bottom down here. So you can either choose to go through here towards the sewers where the players spawn, or if you climb this ladder, you got a player spawn up at the top there. I think we're actually gonna go towards sewers here. There's a bot spawn up there that you want to be careful of, plus another player spawn that could be right there. So yeah, you get immediately into the action pretty much when playing Missile Silos. So you gotta be careful. So there's some gunshots down there. Oh, there's already. So that, I believe, that squeaky door, I believe, is the one at the top of this ladder. Because you got that, and then you got the one over the stairs over here. That sounds like this ladder, which means there's someone up there. Okay, yeah, I hear the one over there right now being open. So if there is someone up there, there's a good chance that they're probably going to try to come down here to, like, get away. We'll see. So we're going to wait here. See, you want to hear... Yep, I knew it. You want to use those noises to your advantage, knowing that was up there. It's a good idea. And he had a 5.7. And we just heard this squeaky over here, so we know somebody's in this area. So we gotta be careful. We're gonna just get rid of that, because we got a 5.7 now. Okay, that has been open. I'm assuming that's a bot. I'm assuming that's the guy that opened squeaky, because that's a player spawn down there. Still gotta be careful, because someone could be at the top, and drop down on us. It's definitely a player right here. Trying to move slowly to not make any sound. Okay, I think that's in that little section over on my right that he just opened his bag at. Yep, here he comes. There we go. He had no idea, and he had a nice MPX for me. Oh, don't want to get too distracted by the gear, because you never know if people are alone or not. Because again, people can come in with duos or trios. So there. Oh. Okay, so that's interesting. That's a player just died there. So that is an interesting, that's a weird thing that happens on this map. Oh, another thing. I should probably change mags, because we fired a lot in that. Just to make sure we have fresh mag. But on this map, if something that's one thing. If something disappears on this map, you kill a player and like their armor or something disappears, it will teleport to this doorway right here, like right there, like how that body just spawned there. So sometimes if something's missing from a kill, like armor, weapon or something, come over here and check this doorway, because shit that will randomly just like teleport to there. I don't know why, but it is something that goes on with this map. So yeah. That's a thing. So that player was just killed by somebody else. It might have been Office that happened in. We killed one down there. We killed a guy there, so that's 2 players. That guy would be 3. I would be 4 players. We know that guy died, so that's 5. So there's 2, possibly 2 other people on this map right now. My headset battery is low, so we need to be moving a little bit here. You don't want to get caught up looting too much when you kill someone, because some people could just show up, or you might have a teammate. So he had quite a bit. I'm just gonna take my bandage to make sure I have that. Again, this area is high traffic, and your footsteps are loud, so people will be ready. Check this window over here, because that window, a lot of people don't know that you can get shot through. Now this junction right here is always so stressful, because you got people that could be sitting down there or sitting down here. Checking all the corners. People have come from there. Gonna check Skylight, because this is the other boss location. Okay, doesn't look like anyone's even been in here. It's an SKS. RAM, gives you a decent bit of money, and you can pretty much always fit it in your bag, no matter how full your bag is, so, not a bad idea to take that. And check these. Armor, no armor, still. Now, I'm gonna risk going up these steps. You do want to be careful coming to this room, because this floor right here, you can't shoot down through it, but people can shoot up through it, so it is kind of risky coming up here and looting these containers, because if someone walks in, you're pretty much screwed. Okay, I'm gonna do something risky. We're gonna try to check office, because office can have a lot of goodies in it. If you can, I always suggest when you come to Silo, check office. And if you didn't know, you can jump through here. It seems like the easiest way is crouch, you can crouch and then jumping through, and then you can jump through this way like this. I think you're supposed to be able to do it through the other way too, but I can't do it. Okay, there's a dead body right there. Could that have been a oh wait, no. I was gonna say it could have been a trade, because people, it is kind of easy to trade in this game, so you don't know. But that could just be the stuff from the body that we saw teleport to the other room. Oh, there's M16 laying there. So it is all possible that was a trade, and they killed each other. So he had this vest. Well, he was doing it right. He had a pouch. They were using M16s. An energy drink. Anything else useful? There's a sight. I'm not going to worry about all that right now, because I'm kind of on a time crunch, because we're low on battery. So I'm going to just check all the spawns, because some people might not know about some of the stuff, so they might not take the important stuff. I have found a purple key card on this shelf before. That's one thing. Your chances of finding a purple key card on this map is not as high as research, but I have found them in this room specifically, which is nice, because your purple room, if you didn't know on Silo, is this door right here. That's your purple room. And so if you do manage to find one in this room, you can just immediately go and loot that room right there and maybe get something good. Okay, so we're just going to double check. Doesn't hurt. Again, loot everything. That's what you need to do in this game. Loot everything. There were some slugs. Okay, laser sight. Laser sight. If you're not crazy about laser sights, I do still suggest taking them, because they are worth... He has pistol suppressor in there. Put that on our pistol, why not? But yeah, if you're not crazy about laser sights, I still suggest taking them, because, well, one, I do use them on my pistol a lot. It does help in certain situations if you just need to have that quick aiming against someone or bots or something. They do sell for a good amount too. If you sell these laser sights to Spectre, they sell for nearly 3,000 each. So, and sometimes in raids you will find a lot of them. So that is good money, these laser sights. So take them either way, whether you're going to use them or sell them. They're good. And then we got some slugs. Oh, that's almost a full box of slugs for a shotgun. I never really use slugs. I'm not going to be able to fit that in there. We just have to leave it. And then also, if you are newer, do not be running around with your laser sight on. You have to hold the gun with both hands, and then on your non-dominant hand, hit the trigger to turn on and off your laser sight. If you have it on, other people see it. If I'm pointing down there like that, a player would be able to see, around that corner would be able to see that I have a laser sight and know I'm there. So I see some people just waving around. You do not want to have your laser sight just pointing around, because that is one of the easiest ways for people to know that you're there. And the reason why you have to hit 2 clicks is because a click after this is a laser sight that you can only see if you have night vision. So you also want to make sure, if you turn off your laser sight, you click it to the, so you have it on, you want to click it twice to this. That's off. If you click it just once, off the laser, that will actually go onto the night vision mode laser. So people with night vision would just be able to see it. So you do want to be a little bit careful of that. So anyway, I think that is a good raid. There's a couple other boxes, but we gotta get out of here. Can't really take much more anyway. Honestly, it wasn't bad. We got some player kills. Got a nice MPX, which is great for me because I don't own this DLC, and I still need to use this weapon. Yeah, this is the first guy we killed. Did I not check his bag? Did I not look at his bag? Huh, I guess I didn't. Well, we have multiple hands. Might as well take it. You know, again, you take back whatever you can hold. So. Well, that was our final raid. Not bad, not bad. We actually got 2 player kills in that one without taking damage from them because, you know, we were just staying nice and calm, waiting for the right time, you know, for them to come to us. And, yeah. Another 12,000 XP raid. Not bad. So that was, the most that I could do right now for, like, any tips and, you know, just overall my experience and how I try to play this game. Hopefully some of that was helpful to some of you. Even if I was able to help one person out, that's great for me. I actually really do enjoy trying to teach people about games that I like playing and helping people out. But if you did learn something new, you know, go ahead, like, comment, let me know. Let us know in the comments if there's something that I didn't mention that you thought it would be nice to know. I would love to hear what anything I didn't mention. If you guys have any nice tips or tricks for the game, love to hear it in the comments. And I hope you fabulous people all have a wonderful day, and I will see you in my next video. Bye bye.